Hey everyone, it's Eric from Founders Beta. Today I'm here with Joseph from Kira, and thank you so much for joining today.
My pleasure, Eric. Thank you for having me.
So what we're going to be talking about today, Joseph is going to give you lots of tips and insights about what's it like to work at Kira here in Toronto, and get you guys excited about some opportunities here. So let's dive in. So can you tell us about what Kira does?
Sure. So Kira Systems, we develop software using AI and machine learning to help business professionals do document analysis faster. It's like the ultimate productivity tool that helps lawyers and other business professionals reduce cost, increase the quality of work, reduce the amount of time that they're doing things, and just really giving them their life back.
Awesome, great. So tell us about, when you're hiring for some roles here, what are some things that you specifically look for? I mean, let's pick some junior roles,
Sure.
maybe, yeah.
So that's a good question. It's very different for each role. We look for requirements that would be transferable. So if we're looking at early career roles, there's a number of them at most startups. Typically, they have coordinator in the title, but specifically here at Kira Systems, on the non-technical side, we have business development reps, as well as client support associates. On the technical side, software developer and QE specialists, usually coming straight out of school. They have the technical requirements to do those things. Mm-hmm. But speaking about business development reps and client support associates, the kinds of things that we're really looking for is a customer orientation, right? People that have worked in retail tend to be very successful in the client support roles. Mm-hmm. And in fact, a couple of people on our team have been baristas at Starbucks.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Right. Talk about having good client service.
Yeah, good customer support, and that real feeling of like a genuine concern about the customer experience.
Right. That really helps, because also talking to customers, I mean, if you're especially working in retail, right? Like you're juggling many things. I see baristas always like doing 10, 20 different things.
Doing a lot all at the same time.
So I think it works well. Great.
Yeah.
So maybe talk about how does your interview process look like at Kira?
Sure. So when you think about the interview process, it starts in a pretty standard way. Most people don't realize this, but your resume is still the most important document you have when it comes to finding a job. Mm-hmm. So we do a resume screen, and if we like what we see on your resume, we'll do an initial phone screen with the talent acquisition team, right? If that is a pass, at Kira Systems, we evaluate candidates in 3 areas throughout the rest of the process. The first is technical expertise, the second is team fit, and the third is values fit. So on the technical expertise side, every single person that has joined Kira Systems has done a role-related practical test. So developers have a coding assignment. Even on my team for the talent acquisition team, they had to do a talent acquisition assignment. Right. So there's nobody that's joined Kira Systems that hasn't done a test.
Right.
From there, if the test is good, we then do a team fit evaluation. So you see how you fit and collaborate with others on your team, potentially. And that's done with people within your business unit. So on the technology team, if you were interviewing as a developer, you might meet somebody from DevOps or sysadmins or quality engineering.
Right.
And then we do a values fit. So what does that mean? If you and I share the same values, Eric, there's no reason why we can't get along. Right. It doesn't matter what part of the world we're in.
Exactly.
We're just looking for great people. We don't hire for culture here, because if you hire for culture, we see, or there's a tendency for people to hire the same kinds of people as them. Right? And so those are the things that we're focusing on. Values being very important to us. And so when you're in the values interview, if you're a developer, you might meet with somebody from marketing and sales, simply because we feel values are universal throughout the organization.
Regardless of the role.
That's right. Awesome. And so that's really how we evaluate our candidates here, which we feel has brought diversity of thought, diversity of expertise, and really made this a wonderful place to work.
Right, awesome. So maybe talk about what's it like to work here, and perks, team activities, right? All those fun stuff that makes the place fun, right?
Yeah, I might be a little bit biased. I think that this is probably one of the best places to work in Toronto, if not Canada.
Right.
We have a super fun group of individuals. We have a social committee that makes a calendar for the month.
Right.
So this month we're doing things like pumpkin carving, a family excursion to Screamers,
Right.
and we're doing like movie nights because we realize that you spend a lot of time with your colleagues, but why not have a little bit of fun doing it and get to know each other?
Right.
And so yeah, other perks include flexible vacation. Basically, it's unlimited. Use it, don't abuse it.
Right. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, right.
But we have a policy that you take a minimum of 3 weeks of vacation per year.
Right.
If you do more than that, that's okay, right?
Right.
Flexible work environment. So I was employee number 41. We're now at over 180 people globally. Eric, as you can see in our offices, there's a lot of desks, but there's a lot of empty seats. Right? It's because people can work from home.
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
awesome.
you don't have to be in the office every day.
Right.
And there's a lot of different perks. Like we just implemented an RSP program. So if you've been with the company for a year, you're eligible for that.
Right.
And we're continuing to grow. We have founders that care about all their employees and are still giving up a bit of equity to new employees at this point in time.
Amazing. So yeah, how about what kind of roles are you looking to hire, like currently or down the future?
So we'll always be looking for people in the sales side of the business, as well as on the technical side, developers in QE.
Right.
But we'll be looking for designers. We're going to be looking for people across the board.
Right.
So if you go to the Kira Careers webpage at www.kirasystems.com/careers, you'll find a whole host of roles that we're hiring for. And like I said, the early career type of roles would be client support associate, business development rep, obviously on the technical side, software developer and QE specialist. But we're open to having people from different walks of life.
Right.
We just hired a graphic designer, but we'll probably be expanding that team. We're looking to grow by about 25% in the coming months.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
amazing. Great. So our last question: what other advice do you have for candidates out there that are exploring new opportunities, or any tips that may come to mind?
Sure. So, like I mentioned earlier, your resume is still one of the most important documents that you have. Just highlight, how you might be able to add value or contribute to the organization. If you're willing to wear a lot of different hats, these roles will allow you to see different aspects of the business.
Right.
And simply just reach out to members of the organization, have coffee with them.
Right, that's a great way.
To really build your network. They may not be hiring at that time, but will be later down the road, or they know people within the industry that are always going to be looking to build their teams. So my recommendation is, try to share a resume that has relevant skills, and shows that you'll be able to add value, and meet as many people as possible. Here at Kira Systems, feel free to reach out to any member of the talent acquisition team.
Right.
We'll be happy to meet with you, have at least a short phone call, get to know you and describe the roles.
Awesome, amazing. So for our audience that want to learn more about Kira, where can they go?
Yeah, so best place, like I mentioned before, is our website,
Yeah.
www.kirasystems.com. That will tell you what our software actually does. There's videos on there, infographics, white papers, and then to know more about our careers, there's a careers page and the careers tab right at the top of the website.
Awesome. Well, Joseph, thank you so much for joining today. We look forward to having you on our community and connecting with talent. So thanks again.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to meeting other people in the community.
Awesome. Cheers,
Take care.
guys.
Bye.